Now, if you want to get on Airbnb, but for whatever reason you don't have the money to buy a house, or you don't want to risk the money to put up, the first month's rent, the last month's rent, and furnish a full property by going straight arbitrage and not having any ownership in the property, but you want to start with a little bit of money and have huge returns, I think I got something for you. Recently, in the last 6 to 7 months, I've been investigating, trying to figure out how I can make money with land, and I tapped into something pretty special. It's called glamping. It's like luxury camping. That's why they glamping. You see, glam. You guys get it. And essentially, what people are doing is finding land, placing a tent, yurt, treehouse, or Airstream on it, and then allowing people to book using Airbnb and having them to pay for an experience, like camping with a little bit of a flair, like, with actually having a toilet, actually having a shower, and creating some kind of experience, and then charging these people a premium. Let me share with you guys how you guys can get into glamping without even owning land. More so, if you want to own the land, what should you be looking for in the land that you're buying? What's up, guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. This is me taking action on Instagram and YouTube, and here we talk about how to make as much money as you want during a 30-day period of time while you cherry pick the very best houses for yourself. Now, I have rental properties, Airbnbs, group homes, and we do a bunch of fix and flips over the last 7 years full time. And so I come here and I share my knowledge with you. Now, a lot of the things I've already known how to do, but in this particular case, this is something that I'm just getting started in. So I'm gonna share with you my research, but I'm also gonna share with you my process that I'm going through of setting up my glamping site. Now, here we actually have about 22 acres, and it has multiple entrances, which sets up the perfect land scenario to be able to come up with different businesses on property. Because realistically, if you're gonna have a business on land, especially multiple, you want people to be able to enter and exit and have different experiences on different parts of the property. So I'm sharing with you guys how we're setting up a glamping site, okay? Glamping, don't make it difficult. It's literally just setting up some kind of camp environment. Kinda in the woods, kinda not, kinda in some shelter, kinda not. Maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold, but setting out a fire pit and creating an experience for family members or tourists who want to come to town and stay 1-2 nights. And I've even had people inquire, no pictures at all. I've had people inquire about staying for a week, okay? Now, this is like a little niche, and I didn't realize how many, people were doing this, but also the lack of people not doing this. Because everyone that I've asked about it said, oh, that's really cool. When you get it set up, I want to come. There's also been another group of people that says, well, yeah, man, I have 3 of those and it makes $6,000 a month and it's a tent with an outhouse. Now, let me tell you, let's talk about the cost to start this. Now, you're gonna have a couple different scenarios for shelter, okay? Once again, you either have a yurt, a tent, an Airstream, or maybe even a dome. Now, a lot of people are also using like tiny houses and shelters that you can buy from Home Depot or pick up at some kind of shed shop. But essentially, you're gonna take one of those and place them on land. Now, you don't have to buy land, but you can buy land, and we'll talk about what your land kind of needs to have, but you can also rent land. Now, a part of having good land, location is gonna be like the most important for what I'm understanding. Because you're not, unlike what I normally do with my Airbnbs, we're targeting people, here for business. Contractors coming in town, insurance agents coming in town for a high volume of claims, traveling nurses here to work at a hospital for, 3 to 4 months. This is completely different. These are local people who want to have a camping experience or simple tourists who want to come in town. So it's kind of a completely different niche. Like if you want to target somebody for a business, you want to have a higher cleaning fee, because those people care about how clean it is. And since they're staying for 3 weeks, they don't care about paying $200 for cleaning, But in this case, since people are going to be staying for 1, 2, or 3 nights for the weekend, you're going to have a lower cleaning fee. Those are things that you need to be thinking about. But a great location, more than anything, is what it's about. Now, the location that we picked is almost in town, but out of town. We are 4 minutes from the mall, okay? We are 7 minutes from downtown, but also we're not inside of the city limits, okay? Out here, people really enjoy the wilderness. And granted, we sit on 22 acres, so it's really like a camping kind of vibe. Now, that's one thing that we looked for in land when we got here is, number one, is there enough land to where we can set up different things to where people have privacy? Number two, are there different entrances where we can invite people to our property and they not even know that we're here? And then secondly, when people get here, will we be able to provide an experience that feels like a campground? My friend who's in this already, he said he paid $3,000 for the tent, about another $2,000 for things that he set up, a coffee maker, a generator, and those kind of things. And literally he rents the land for $300, $300 a month. And this guy makes about $5,000 a month in the warmer climates. Of course, since his is a tent, when it gets cooler, it starts to tail off. Now, I have another friend, but he has a treehouse. Once again, $199 a night. Every weekend they're booked, and he's killing it. When he set this all up, he decided to set this up because he was able to start with just $10,000, but make $2,500 a week. And that is the main advantages for you. Get in with little money while there's not barely people doing it, and you'll book out and you'll 3x your return. Now, like again, I have not set mine up, but literally I'm going to pick my Airstream up in the next 20 minutes. So I will be reporting out here about our successes and our failures. So if you guys have any questions about what this looks like, okay, or how to do it, you guys go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and you guys will get a chance to see me put together our first Airbnb RV Airstream. Bless you guys. Be good now. Peace.